welcome back again, guys. Okay, we're still looking at application on counting principles, and we really encourage you to work hard at home. And how you do your mathematics, you do your mathematics with a pen and paper. You don't just observe, and try some of the problem with us. Okay, that's important. And sometimes it's okay to be challenged, not to get the answer correct. It's okay, but what is important is to persist and keep working hard. So we're still on counting principle, okay, and we're working on with our probability. Remember your fundamental principle of counting. And when you do the problems, remember choice with repetition, very important, and arrangements without repetition, very important, because you miss the repetition or without repetition, that has a different interpretation. With repetition and without repetition, very important. Let's look at what we have. So another examples, we're going to look at number plates. So the odd number plates on a car consist of 3 letters, agreed? Okay, 3 letters of alphabet. But this excludes vowels and Q, okay? So on number plates, we don't use the Q and the vowels, okay? Because I think Q might look more like 0, okay? So we don't use Q and the vowels. Then the number plate will be followed by what? By 3 digits. What are those 3 digits? Which is 0 to 9, okay? So remember, it's a number plate, consists of 3 letters, okay? Then after that we have 3 digits, 0 to 9. But for letters, we cannot use vowels and the Q. Okay, that's right. Make sure you understand the question. That's very important by reading it. So for a car chosen at random, what is the probability that the number plate starts with Y and end with an odd digit? So the question is, if I have to select a car at random, what is the chance that the car number plate will start with Y or an odd number? Okay? What is an odd number? Have you thought of an odd number is? It's a number divisible by what? 1 and itself. Okay, let's see how we can tackle this. So, to identify what events are counted, the number plate must start with Y. Are we together? So there's only one option for the letter because it must start with Y. If it ends with an odd digit, there are 5 options for the last digit, which is 1, 3, 5, 9. Okay. Then from there, let's see. So we have to find the number of events. For the second and the third letter, there are 20 possibilities. Okay, remember we have 26 letters in the alphabet. We have to minus 5 vowels, and we have to minus the Q, then we're only left with 21 letters. We together, that's where we are. Okay? Said a number plate that starts, remember, with Y and end with an odd number. First place, there's only one Y, we can use Y. Are we together? But for letters, we have to minus vowels and Q, we're left with 20. Odd numbers, we said it's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we only have 5 odd numbers. From where? From 0 to 9. Great. So there are 10 possible, if we look at this now, there are 10 possibilities for the first and the second digit, okay, which is 0 all the way to 9. So if you look at this now, the number plate will be 1Y1 because it must start with Y. We only have one Y. Then for the second position, it It must be a letter. How many letters are there? We know there is, yes, 26. But we minus the Q and 5 vowels. We're left with what? 20. Are we together? Then there's another letter also, because we need 3 letters. A letter which is 20, letter which is 20. So you have 1 times 20 times 20. Then followed by what? 3 digits. But there's a restriction for a digit, that the last one must be an odd number. But the first 2 digits does not really matter. But how many digits do we have? We have 10 digits. So we can have 10 there, and we can have 10 there. But for the last one, because we must end up with an odd number, or odd number, which we have 5 odd numbers. Are we together? Then we multiply this. And what do we get? We get 200,000. So there's 200,000 ways of choosing that. What? A car registration that starts with Y and ends with an odd number. Okay. What was the question again? Let's see that. So we're talking about all the number plates in the car consist of 3 letters of the alphabet. Remember, excluding the vowels and Q are formed by what? Any 3 digit, which is 0 to 9, for a chosen car at random. What is the probability? The question is, what is the probability that the number plate starts with Y and ends with an odd number? So the question was about the probability. How do we calculate the probability? Step 3 now, to find the probability. So we know the numbers of different number plates. Okay, so the number of different number plates, it would be what? 20 times 20 times 20 times 10 times 10 times 10. Because we have 20 letters we can choose, another 20 for the second position, another 20 for the third position. And for numbers, we have what? 10 times 10 times 10. Are we together? And if we multiply this, what do we get? We get 8 million number plates. Then, is this the answer? No. The question is, what is the probability that a number plate starts with Y and ends with an odd digit? So what do we have to do? So the probability, we have to do what? The number plate starts with Y and ends with an odd digit. So what do we have to do? The N means the number of number plate that starts with Y and ends with an odd digit. We have already calculated that. Over the total numbers of number plates. So what we had? We had 200,000 divided by 8 million. Are we together? You simplify that, what do you get? You get 1 over 4. You can leave your answer as a fraction. That's the probability. Are we all together? Makes sense? Okay. So let's look at the summary of what we looked at. We have looked at the fundamental principle of counting, which means if I have M way of doing something and N way of doing something, I multiply those, I find ways of doing it. Then arrangement with repetition. Just pay attention to that. Without repetition, you cannot repeat. Okay. With repetition, I can repeat the letters. And this can be tied together into probability. Are we all together? I hope this makes sense, guys, and you enjoyed. And we hope to see you soon. And this is goodbye from us.